Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, good day to you. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to talk a little bit about focusing only on the things we can control. When life spiral out of control, our initial tendency is to try to control those things that are making our life to spin. But this morning, in a few short minutes, I just want to realign your thoughts to the reality that is on ground, that it is impractical to try to control what you cannot control. I will not say impossible, because to me, you might eventually figure it out, but it is impractical because it is draining you of life force, it is draining you of life energy. So when things go wrong today, because things will definitely go wrong, when they go wrong today, this week, or whenever you're listening to this, when things go wrong, don't be your own enemy by focusing on what you can't control. When things go wrong, don't be your own enemy by focusing on what you can't control. And that's exactly what I want us to talk about a little bit, because this is it. Things definitely will sometimes go not according to plan. This is what you want to do, this is what end up happening. This is how you planned your day. Before you know it, and emergency happened that just took your life off track, and the moment before you know it, you're already caught up in the whirlwind of the unexpected happening. So one thing I want you to do is, whenever things like that happen to you, you need to don't try to swim against the current. It's not only an effort in futility, it might kill you. It's not only an effort in futility, it will drain you of your energy. And you need energy. You need absolute energy to create anything substantial. You need absolute energy to make your day productive. You need energy. The reason why you think you're depressed, the reason why you think you're discouraged, is because you lack energy. When the vital force, the energy, when your energy is drained by unwholesome thoughts, unwholesome thinking, that is when you discover that you start feeling lethargic, you start feeling repressed, you start feeling pressed down, you start feeling depressed, you start rolling around in your head, entering a mental loop that becomes difficult to get out from. So here are a few ways that I believe you can stop focusing and train your brain to stop worrying or becoming an enemy by focusing on what you cannot control. One way I will just say outrightly is, let go of control. Let go of the idea that you need to be in control of things. Life becomes more difficult when you want to be able to predict everything that happens to you. It becomes more difficult, and you don't want life to become more difficult, because as it is difficult. All right, it is difficult, it's challenging. You are in a constant strive to answer questions, to solve problems, to solve riddles, to piece your life together and be free and have more choice and be joyful. So you don't want to complicate things for yourself. So outrightly, I would just say that let go of control, your need to control. Let go of your need to control. Let go of your need to control and accept things that you cannot change. There are things you cannot change, like people, for example. Just accept the fact that you cannot change them. I'm not saying you should accept them. Yes, it is good for you to accept them, but I will recommend first, accept the fact that you cannot change them, or they might never change. So when you accept that reality, you can now decide what you want to do with them. One, either you do away with them, you don't want it to have anything to do with them, or just accept them that like that. That's my own concept of trust. Trust that people will behave the way they will behave, consistent to their character. Do not trust that they will behave out of character. It doesn't make any sense. If someone is a lazy human being, you don't need to trust that person that they will work hard. That doesn't make sense. You need to trust that person that he or she will behave lazy ways. He will behave in lazy ways or will lazy around. So that's one thing you need to also realize, and to help you let go of control is accepting the things that you cannot change. And another thing is, don't try to guess what is on someone else's mind. It doesn't make sense. Ask them and trust that they will tell you the truth. Even if they lie to you, trust that and move with it. Just have it at the back of your mind that eventually truth will catch up with everybody. So it's important that you don't try to guess what is on someone else's mind. It's because, see, the reason why this point is key is we live our life most of the time in relation to people. We are social animals. You cannot live a day in your life throughout, even if you lock yourself inside. You cannot live your day without thinking about someone. That's how it is. It's either your parent, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your father, your mother, your brothers, your sisters, your enemies, your whatever. You cannot live a day without thinking about people. Oh, if you say, no, but I can do it. You cannot live a day without thinking about yourself unless you are not a people. So it's impossible to live a day without thinking about yourself, not to talk of others. So don't try to guess what is on someone else's mind. Ask them. Ask them what they think about something. If you want them to talk to you about what they think about you, ask them, what do you think about me? I've been having this thought lately that I just want to know, who are we? What do you think about me? What is your position concerning me and all that? So spend more time in the present moment. Whatever you are doing, do that thing. All right, do not be washing your clothes and be thinking of your rent. When you're washing your clothes, wash your clothes. When you are eating your food, eat your food. Don't be eating your food and watching the movie at the same time. Eat your food. Let your body knows that you are eating, and when you're done eating, watch the movie. All right, be present in the moment. When you're watching the movie, do not think about work. Watch the movie. 2 hours, watch the movie. When you're done watching the movie, then when you're working, work. Don't think about the movies you just saw when you're working. Be in the present moment. That's one way for you to be rid of focusing on what you cannot control. And write down your worries, all right, so that I tidy this up. Write down your worries. Talk to a friend. Sometimes you have to take a break from the social media, all right? Talk to a friend. Write down your worries. What are you worried about? What happened? What went wrong today? All right, what went wrong? Write it down. Right, that's why I encourage everyone to have a journal, a notebook somewhere, so that you write down what you're worried about, what just went wrong right now, what is messing up with your day in your own mind. So write it down. Those are the things, few tips on how I believe you can let go of control of focusing on what you can control. So let me recap this in a little while by saying the same thing I said when we started. When things go wrong today, don't be your own enemy by focusing on what you cannot control. Be present with what is within your power. Be present with what is within your control. Thank you for listening to me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. We will talk later. Bye.